not ready. I'm not ready. Oh, I'm not even close to being ready. Hello. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I need to boot up like 10 different windows here still. Oh, this is disaster. Disaster of setting up the stream. I am so late right now. Ugh. Hold on. Gary the average. No, this is late. I'll admit that. This is super late to start, but there's a bunch of things that just happened. I'm trying to eat before stream so I don't end it early, and it's just like, ugh, getting everything set up. Now I gotta turn on music. Music turned on. Is it too loud? Yes, it is. Is that too loud? That'll work. It'll work for our purposes. Okay, now that that's booted up, we need to go to Discord, make the announcement finally, so people don't freak out. Then we go back here, copy, paste in the Discord, and then enter. Okay. Holy cow, now I gotta boot it up on my phone so I can see chat. Chat, I am so far behind today. I can't even, like, they're already spending like the first 2 minutes of stream just doing stuff I should be doing before the stream, getting everything booted up and everything. How you going, Fonzie? All right, so today we're gonna jump forward in the SDL tutorial. Okay, so lazy foo. Okay, so we're gonna jump forward in the old SDL tutorial, you know? Okay, so where are we at here? We are gonna jump forward quite a bit, actually. We're gonna go to... We don't need that. We don't need gamepads yet. I think we're just jumping straight to calculating and capping frame rate. No, fuck that. I can fix that later. Maybe just motion into collision and then we start. Because motion and collision detection is probably going to be like what's left, you know? Like all the scrolling backgrounds and everything. I could just read that at work tomorrow and just do it that way. Seismic doing dishes. Based. Way to clean. I need to clean this room a little. It's starting to get a little hairy if you catch my drift. All right, so we've learned how to render, handle output or input, and it's deal with time. Now we know everything we need to move things around on the screen. Okay, so before we even start, let's just quickly go to Studio here and let's fix a lot of these problems, because I was reading about SDL at work today and I'm realizing I'm doing things that are just kind of excessive, you know? Hold on, let me get a better view for you. Like, I don't need this function, method, whatever, to grab the texture if I can just call image load texture. So I kind of just want to start over, because a lot of this is like really basic shit now, right? I think I can do it. So that's what we're going to do. All right, let's do it. So that way I can kind of know what I'm doing here. So delete all this. We're going to start from scratch because, I want to. You know what? Before we do that, what is this? Delete all this. We're gonna do this because I feel like it's important we understand what we're typing. And if I just use the same thing every time, I'm not gonna learn everything. There we go. All right. So what are we doing today? Well, let's start by making the program. So we're gonna call a... what kind of function should initialization be? Is it returning anything? Maybe it should return a renderer or something, because we use that everywhere. I kind of wanted to. So maybe we'll do like SDL renderer pointer initialization function parameters being... did I spell that wrong? No, I did it right. Function parameters being nothing, right? Okay, and then we call initialization in the main program, and now we make this. So, what do we do with it? Well, what I'm thinking is that this is where we start everything. So we're gonna return a renderer reference, and that'll never change. So we start with init SDL. No. If exclamation point init SDL video timer audio I think we do video. Yeah, I think that's how that starts. Or maybe not. What did they do here? I gotta remember, the initialization is something I just haven't really done. SDL initialize, and then you do this. Ah. So it's like this. Gotcha. Okay, so that's where I'm fucking up. So this is the function we call. And then this is the line. And we're going to have a get error function. Like that. I don't even need squirrelies here, do I? It can be cleaner without it, I think. We're going to have a void get error function. And this get error function is just going to be... maybe we do... Maybe instead of studio, we have a... IO stream. I'm trying to stay out of C and into C++. So C out... SDL get error. So basically, if there's an issue here, call this get error function, which is just this. And we're not returning anything, right? We're just doing that. Cute. Okay. And then this will just call this. And I don't want to have to type C out a million times. Sweet. Then same thing here. If exclamation point image. No. What? Wow, that @ sign. That is, I thought that was a Japanese character. Cute. SDL, is it image? Init? Okay. SDL, init, or, ooh, God. Image, init. Oh, no. PNG. Basically allows us to load PNGs instead of just, bitmaps. What's up? Hello! You should try a STD print F line. You'll love it. Now, I'm trying to get into, like, modern C++ practice and not do print lines, so that's why we're doing C out. Why is this still having an issue? Expected and end parentheses here. Okay, so I'm just trying to remember everything we have going here. Okay, this has... Oh, right. STD. Okay, wait. So now we have that and that. Now we need to do if explanation point, and now we create the window. So we need SDL window, local window. Yeah, we'll call it local window because I'm not ever using this anywhere else besides this function. So local window, and this local window will be equal to... Can I do something like if explanation point parentheses this entire statement? Maybe? Oh, no. There's a better way to do it. It's a local variable, incomplete type not allowed because I need to initialize it, except not. It's got to be equal to SDL create window. And this needs a title, which is, we'll call it Gary and Cass for now. That's going to be what we're calling our Touhou game. We're probably going to use this as like the basic foundation for our whole program. So that's why we're recreating this from scratch. Libraries, documentation. What do I look like? A C++ programmer? SDL init simply forwards to calling the init subsystem. Therefore, the two may be used interchangeably. Although for readability of your code, init subsystem might be preferred. Nah. Create thread. Are initialized by default. Oh, shit. Timer, we're gonna need that. Audio, we're gonna need that, but we haven't learned them yet. I want to do that on my own. I can read that on my own. It seems pretty easy, right? Now that we've done a lot of these, it's just like, here's how you call it. This is how you call it. Now you use it. It's very basic after a while. Return value section, not remarks. Haptic feedback. No parachute. Compatibility. This flag is ignored. Related functions. Return value section, not remarks. Scroll up, you missed it. Syntax, function parameters, return value. Return 0 on success or a negative error code on failure. Call SDL get error to get more information. Yeah? What about it? This still works. Because what's going to happen is if this fails to initialize, we'll call the get error thing here and be fine. Return 0 success. This is fine. Right? Why wouldn't this work? The explanation point is opposite value, isn't it? Or is 0 success backwards? Oh. So it should be... That is a success. Oh, shit. Then do that? Okay. Oh, whoops, hold on. Does not equal 0. Ha ha! Ah, okay, alright. I don't know, what does the thing say? Basically, explanation point this. I still am confused every time I use explanation point. So, if we use any function that calls 0 as success, we can't use explanation point, which is fine. I mean, it's syntax, really. You guys, well, no, it's not syntax. Because there would have been an error, so incorrect syntax, we'll put it that way. So, Garian cast, we also need a... What? Why is this failing to initialize? Incomplete type not allowed. Local variable is not initialized. We're initializing it here, aren't we? Maybe we gotta finish this line first. Create window, title, int x, int y, so 0, or null pointer. No, these are, oh, no, these are ints. 0, 0, width and height. Oh, SDL window position centered or undefined. Oh, yeah, okay, never mind, these can't be 0. So SDL window undefined? Window POS undefined. SDL window position undefined. There we go. Okay. Let me do the same thing here. SDL. You guys don't even see this now. Window position. It's basically the same thing again. Window position is undefined. What else does this need? This needs a width, a height, and that. Can I just call a rectangle? I guess not. He's evolving! Yes. So basically checking if it's not equal to 0 checks if it's not equal to 0. I guess. Okay, so... Why does this have a red squiggly on it? What's wrong with it? SDL window, does it need to be a pointer? Oh, yes it does. Why? Returns, a window that was created or null on failure. Call SDL. Oh, it is a pointer. Oh. Okay, that makes sense. SDL window is an incomplete type. SDL authors intentionally leave it incomplete. SDL create window returns a pointer. Okay. You should check the function's return type more often. I should. Seems like it's a root a lot of my errors. That's what SDL create window returns. Yeah. I got you. Needs width and height and... Undefined, full screen desktop, OpenGL, no. Vulkan, no. Metal, no. Wow, there's so many options. Borderless windowed, resizable. Okay, so... We also need to allow, no, the renderer is the one that needs VSync and shit. This is just the actual window, like the border of it. So we need width and height. I guess we'll do 400 by 400 and then end it with SDL window input grabbed, create window, window shown, window hidden. Oh, this is how you make the terminal, whatever you call it, to make that invisible. You can just hide it, right? Probably based. And I think all we do here, what do we do here actually? Create window, undefined, screen width, screen height, SDL window shown. So we do want window shown. Okay. So here, we can, hold on. We're gonna make a rectangle. We'll call it SDL rect, and we'll refer to it as screen resolution. Or we make a struct. I think a struct is wise, right? Struct screen resolution. No, that's stupid. Struct. Hello, Joe. Hello. How's it going? We're gonna make a struct called screen resolution. That's what we're gonna call it, which means we refer to it as make screen size. And in this, we're gonna have x, int x, int y. Is that it? No. Width and height. We gotta be specific. Width, height. So we're gonna call this make screen size, screen resolution, 400 by 400. And now in the window screen, we reference screen resolution dot width and screen resolution dot height. There we go. If explanation point, this, it's a pointer. I guess I can just do if all of this is equals null. That seems like a really big error message. Hold on, I can make this cleaner. If L window equals null pointer, get error. If you're gonna do this, make your whole OS font this font. What? This is Comic Sans. No, this isn't Comic Sans. This is, chat, we are above Comic Sans. Hold on. Where is it? Options. Not environment. Font and colors. We use ink free. That is our font we use. Bold, ink free bold. Trust me, if I had cursive as an option, I would have picked it. Okay, so now we have our screen resolution, width and height. We have our window. Now we have to make a surface, don't we? Because we have to have a surface. Do we have to have a surface? I don't think we do. Because it's not like we're using old SDL where you have a surface and then you blit a texture onto the surface. I think we just have textures everywhere. Should I have it? If we have a background in a game, is that better referenced as a texture or a background? I think it's better as a texture, isn't it? Because you'd rather have like a viewport of a game and then a textured background, like a UI or something, because the UI is never changing, right? So you would rather have like one surface of the UI be like a blitted bitmap or something, so it's only created once on initialization and then referenced forever. And then, oh, but you know what? That's going to be a problem, isn't it? Because if the person changes their resolution, that would be an issue. Because you can't just initialize it then, right? It has to be changeable. I guess you could make the surface dependent on this window size, and then maybe like blit the surface based on the input of screen resolution. I guess you could do that. And then have like a square of the screen be like a viewport to like render the game or something. Wait, what font is this one then? Ink Blot? Is that what it's called? Okay. So now we need SDL renderer. We're not going to make this global because we have our initialization function returning the referenced renderer. So SDL renderer render engine. I guess it is an engine, isn't it? That's kind of weird. Okay, and make it equal to SDL create renderer, which has the parameters of a window, an index, which is -1 for priority's sake, I think. And then, and this is only a 2D renderer. If we wanted 3D, we would learn like OpenGL or Vulkan, more likely. So we have our window, which is local window. We have our int index, -1. And we have our uint32 flag, which is SDL vsync, probably is what we're going to be using. What does he use? He uses create a window. Oh, he doesn't even have a renderer here. Hold on. What do you do? I forget what the last one is. It's like there's one for vsync, but there's also another one that's better for it, you know? Okay, hold on. Surface. Wow, still not learning. How long did it take for us to get to, is it texture loading always? Okay, so they create a global renderer. SDL create renderer, G window, -1. SDL renderer accelerated, that's what it was. That all capped? I bet it is. Fuck. SDL renderer accelerated. Okay, sweet. Boom. Then, if render engine equals null pointer, print get error. Chat, I learned something cool at work today. Did you guys know you could write if statements like this? Like if, no. How did you do this? It was, I think it was an if. Like x, if x equals 5, question mark, print x, comma, y. So you ask, is x equal to 5? And if it is, print x, else y. So like this entire thing is an if-else statement. So that's pretty cool, right? Ternary fun, is that what you call it? Ternary? I don't know. Like once I found that, I was like, oh shit, why would you ever use an if-else statement again? Unless it's like multi-line or something. Like this seems great. Test, question mark, truth, failure. So it is if parentheses, test, question mark, yes, no. Okay, gotcha. What I kind of figured, but I just wanted to make sure you had to write the actual if statement there, you know? All right, so we have our render engine get error, and I think we just print this, right? Return SDL render, oh, sorry. The address of render engine. Okay, so if this worked out, oh, it already is a pointer. If this worked out, we should be able to just print a 400 by 400 pixel window, right? and it insta-crashed. Wait, what did I forget? Oh, we don't have an event loop. Well, it worked. All right, well, it worked. Now, next, we have... I don't want to call this game loop, right? Do I? Kinda. What if I did game loop parentheses initialization? Would that be hard to read for like the average person? So the game loop gets the renderer without me having to make like a dumbass struct or something. In fact, I think it's good to make a struct. It makes things easier to read. And then we just start the game loop requiring like void game loop, and it eats an SDL renderer pointer, you know? I bet we could do something like that, right? Want to see something? Try putting in a 4 : or semicolon. It runs indefinitely. Why would you do that over like a while loop? Like, isn't a while loop way safer than like an open for loop? Where's the buzz? Wait, did I miss one? Buzz for me, Gary. Chat, you're so demanding. Fine. All right. You know what? I'm going to do one better for you, chat. We're just going to stay as a little bee for a while. You know, I feel like you guys haven't got it. The wings should be animated, but we won't talk about that. As a while, true. 4 does the exact same thing. Yeah, but while's easier to read, right? You've really improved your coding skills since the last time I joined the AFM. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. This is probably going to end up being, by the way, the Touhou game that we're going to start on Saturday for real. Today we are learning about, what are we learning? I think we're learning motion collision detection, per pixel collision detection, and circular collision detection. The next 2 days, today and tomorrow, and then Saturday we actually start proper, because there's no, like, chat, I can learn about all of this, but like scrolling backgrounds, like parallaxing, do I need to do that in front of you guys? I feel like I can just learn that on my own. It's just alpha layers, you know? I already know how to do alpha layers. It seems like as long as you can do motion, you can do parallaxing. Oh, I guess it would teach you how to like loop the object, maybe? What if initialization failed? Oh, you're right. Oh shit, never mind. Hold on. If explanation point initialization, would that make sense? No, this doesn't work, does it? It would successfully read the if statement, but I don't think this is what I want here, right? Because what SDL error is it gonna give me that these don't already? Like, I feel like it should be return fail or something. What is that? Exit failure? Return 1. There, I like that. Is that stupid? So when we run the program, we return 0. So it did actually initialize. It just insta crashes because it only does this for 1 frame because we don't have an event loop yet. So we're returning this. So now we have an SDL renderer. Now, how do I pass that into the game loop? I guess I could. SDL renderer pointer. I don't know. No, I don't think I need this. I don't think I need this because this will never fail, right? And if it does, we're gonna see the get errors, I think. I like my idea better. I like it better because it is more unsafe, but I feel like it's just so much easier to read the game. Like, this is just so much nicer. You know? Also, chat, for the first time, should I make a header? Hold on. Should I just do that? I've never done that before. I should probably know how to do that. So add class resource module. Oh, we get modules now. Oh, shit. I should learn how to do modules. Hold on. Learn CPP. Come to my rescue. I should learn modules before headers, right? Modules is fucking awesome. Oh, baby. All right, modules. Learn CPP doesn't have it. C++, modules. I should learn how to do this, right? I do have C++ 20 enabled. You can include modules side by side with header files. A C++ source file can import modules and also hashtag include header files. In some cases, you can import a header file as a module, which is faster than using include to process it with the preprocessor. Wait, is that true? Modules are just faster than including header files? Yo, based. About 3 to 10 times faster? Well, hold on. What kind of header files? Are you talking like include vector, or are you talking like our own custom fat, thick, daddy fucking hashtag dummy thick header file? All right. It's so much faster. Oh my God. Vector is way more complex than you think. Trust me. Oh, Jesus. We recommend that you use modules in new projects rather than header files as much as possible. Well, I guess before anything, we can try it with our current includes and see if it still runs. Enable modules. Okay, whatever. We already know. Oh, no, I don't. Configuration tab, drop down all configurations, configuration properties, C++, language, enable C++ modules. So configuration, project, hold on, right click, properties, C++, all options, language standard, C++ 20, that's good. Function level linking? Enable function level linking. What's the practical use for that? Why would you want to link on like a function level? Maybe if you have like a giant list or something? Also, you got enough of a B, all right? Isn't C++ the easiest to learn? I don't know. It doesn't seem that bad so far. It makes sense. Like, there may be some syntax issues, but the stuff I struggle with is not syntax or C++. Outside of constructors, fuck constructors, okay? I still don't understand why that syntax is the way it is. But with the exception of constructors, I feel like C++, I struggle more with like programming logic, you know? It's like the inverse tangent shit. Like that stuff is where I struggle, but that's not C++ related. That's any programming language is going to have that problem. Change to C++ latest. STD fucking line, please. No, I like C++ 20. You won't feel the difference because your project is small. Well, yeah, but it's good to get the practice in now. Hold on, preprocessor definitions. This can change. No, it can't. Inherit from parent or project default. So what is it under? C++ language, enable C++ modules. Language. Enable type conversion rules, enable runtime type information, enable experimental C++ standard libraries. Yes. Build ISO C++ 23 standard library modules. I guess I'll enable those. Okay, before we do anything, oh God, the whole thing's loading. Okay, so before we do anything, does this even run? No, it does not. Because my dumbass forgot to take this out. Okay, still runs. Okay, no panicking. Now we have modules enabled, so by importing the C++ standard library as modules rather than including it through header files, you can potentially speed up compilation times depending on the size of your project. The experimental library is split into the following named modules. Is it regex or regex? I never understood. I've always seen that word. I think it's regex, like you're registration, you know? You can include vector like that. Oh. Gary, are you doing the Touhou game or the Click the Banana? We've already made Click the Banana just shock, so we're doing Touhou game. Regular expression. Oh God, it is regex. Fuck. Okay, fine, whatever. It's like the difference between GIF and GIF. Everybody says GIF, right? Gary, the user, nah, it's regex, okay? It's regex and a GIF, all right? Don't cope here. I'll gatekeep the fuck out of you, boy. He's just trying to learn some more concepts. Yeah, basically, this Saturday we're gonna start proper. Like this window here is probably gonna be the game. We're gonna call it Gary and Cass. That's what we're gonna call it because I have that fan art, which is, where is that fan art now? Oh God, I've used it so much. No, really, oh, there it is. Okay, so this is gonna be like the cover screen to the game, which is commissioned art that Casavia, this VTuber here, made. And she was just like, surprised me one day. She's like, here you go. I was like, oh shit. So we're gonna have this as like the main title screen. And then we're gonna have like a main character where both of us are traveling on the cat and it's gonna shit out Rainbow. And I think, okay, after stream, we have like an after party and everybody was making a Touhou game one day when we were talking about it. Like 3 different people were making Touhou games. One guy worked on the stream that comes behind the ship. And I thought that was really cool how he did it, which was he treated it like a bullet. He shot slow, wide bullets behind him, and it looked like rockets coming out. So I think out of this cat's ass, we're gonna be shooting like a rainbow, basically, which is gonna be really easy to loop, right? Because we can just have like a block of that rainbow and just have like thick blocks come out, so it doesn't do it that often. I think this is gonna be a great game. By great game, I mean it's gonna be my first real game, but that'll be fun. So that's kind of the plan there. And this is probably going to be the start of it. That's why we're kind of being pedantic about modules, because, like, you know, gotta learn it. All right. File system provides content for header file system. Memory provides content memory. We don't use any of those yet. Threading provides the contents of headers. Atomic. Oh, really? Oh, that's cool. I was reading about Atomic and like malloc and shit, which you shouldn't even be using malloc and whatever in that. Also, I learned about go-to. Chat, listen, I know you're all gonna kill me for this. I kind of want to do go-to statements because here's how you do a go-to statement in like in C++. Imagine this is like some whatever. So you do this. You go back here. You go like end of function colon, and then you do like return 0. And then if you ever want to get there, like you're not stuck, but you're like in a for loop or something, like a triple nested for loop or something stupid, and you just want to get out of it without making everything messy, you can just go to end of function. And there you go. It just jumps straight to that line. Isn't that based? Yo, I didn't even know you could do that. That's amazing. STD core provides everything else. Oh, wait, std.core provides everything else in the C++ standard library? Wow, really? So that includes the IO stream. I wonder if I could do the same thing with SDL too. That'll be faster, wouldn't it? To consume these modules, add an import declaration to the top of the source code file. For example, C++ import std core regex. To consume the Microsoft standard library modules. Example. All right, what do you got? Export module example. Define answer 42. Namespace. Oh, so before when you made a header file in C++, you had to do hashtag if def all caps header name, hashtag end def hashtag header name, sorry, quote header name, whatever. All caps, right? That's what I meant to say. So rather than that, you're just exporting the module and then defining it as this title. No, you don't. You literally call it example. Oh, based. So import example, example underscore ns, and then you call that function. Oh. Import declaration can only appear at the global scope. Okay. Implementing modules. Damn, this is cool. The export keyword is used in interface files only. An implementation file can import another module, but cannot export any names. Implementation files can have any extension. Oh. Rules for namespace are the same. Okay, so can I do... Well, let's try it. So all I have to do is import std core instead of IOStream. So import std core semicolon. Oh, I got an error. Support for C++ 20 modules is currently experimental. Help by clicking this link. Okay. Could not find the module. Why? That's what I wrote. You need to enable C++ modules? I did, didn't I? I thought I did that exact thing. Language. C++ modules. Yes. Is this not it? Have you ever made anything with nodes in Blender? Because I am losing my mind. Yes, we did. Blender is a fickle beast. We did do things with nodes. When we messed around with nodes, we did it mainly with textures. I didn't do it with like manipulating like, you know, the model itself and doing fucky things, but we did it with textures. I don't know how much that answers your question. ISO C++ 23 standard, not 20 standard. Really? Features from latest C++ working draft is all I have as a choice, so I guess we just do that. Apply? Or are you saying this? No, that's not it. Okay. Let's try it now. There were build errors. Cannot locate standard module interface. Did you install the library part of the C++ module fitters? What? Did you install the library part of the C++ modules feature in VS Setup? Wait, what kind of error is that? Hold on. We're gonna do the wide view here. What kind of error is that? I know this is super small text, but that is what it says there. Oh, he needs VS Setup? With 23, it's only import std, not core. Okay, well, it's still gonna have the same issue. Oh, it worked! Oh, shit! Yo! Based! Oh, wait, who was that guy? Coder in Paradise? Yo! Goddamn hero over here! This is only for the experimental version. This isn't the actual way it is in C++ 23. Oh, shit! Okay, well, hold on. Yo, Coder at Paradise, thank you. Holy shit, that is amazing. So instead of doing stuff like include vector, IOStream, math. Wait, I have math and shit now, don't I? I have RNG, I have all that random number generation, all that shit is just import std, and it's faster. That's amazing. Wow. Dude, why didn't I start learning with this shit? Fuck header files. Just, that's, dude, think about how Hello World works now for a new person. Import std. Int main cout hello world /n colon. You don't even need to return 0 anymore. This is the entire hello world. Isn't that wild? I mean, you should return 0, but still. That's amazing. Sorry. Ha 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 ha. Okay, whatever. Although, really, I'm learning that this is okay. Using namespace std cout. Does that work? Hold on. Is that how you do that? Using namespace. How do I do that? You would using... Oh, yeah. Not namespace. Oh, gotcha. Using std cout. There we go. Now you can type cout. Bro, you should do some off-camera mining. What, to see what the features of C++ are? Do Alt F4, bro. Trust. Kid, I am older than like twice your age, I think, okay? Don't give me internet memes. I was there when it's fucking written, boys. I used YouTube before Rickroll. Why STD see out when STD print line is available? Because print line this. Why would I use print line? Or you mean print fucking line, don't you? Nah. Fuck that. I like to see out. All right. Chat, stop distracting me. All right. We need to have a game loop again. So game loop initialized with that. And then, what is it? Void game loop renderer. So initialization returns a renderer, then we start the game loop. Game loop cares about resolution, but we already made a struct. Oh, we're not returning the struct. Well, that's fine. That's okay. I can just call it here. Just return a make screen size pointer, right? You want to reference the struct by reference, right? Can I return two things? Wait, actually, that's a question I've never run into before. Can I return two objects from a function? STD pair one of the objects. Ooh, what does that do? Chat, there's so much features I just never heard of. Pair is a 1 byte using namespace STD. All right, well, let's look it up. STD pair. All right, reference. STD pair is a class template that provides a way to store two heterogeneous objects as a single unit. A pair is a specific case of an STD tuple with two elements. If neither T1 or T2 is possibly CV qualified class type with non-trivial destructor or array thereof, the destructor pair is trivial. Okay, T1, T2, the types of the pair the element stores. Template, class 1, class 2, struct pair. Make pair. Creates a pair objects of a type defined by the argument types. This seems a lot. I don't think we need this. This seems unnecessary. It's easy. Just do a return AB. It should work. Then you can unwrap with an auto item 1, item 2. You should alt F4. It'd be funny. Exactly. Seismic. Return AB, and the return value is an STD pair. Auto should work. It'll call a constructor implicitly for it. Okay, so you guys are saying instead of returning a renderer, we're returning a standard pair. A pointer to a standard pair, right? This is also doing that. Or can you not have pairs? Hold on. Am I using the syntax correctly? STD pair. We don't need utility. We already have it in our using STD, which is amazing. I don't know how much I really want to use this though. This seems like it just it's a crutch, you know? Oh my god, this is such an old feature. Wow, 98? What the fuck? Okay, STD pair string double product 1 return 0. Product 2 first, product 2 second. Oh. So you're saying, I don't know how the syntax is going to work. So you're saying that if we're returning this struct and this renderer, we need to establish them as STD pair this. Does that not work? Oh, whoops, sorry. That doesn't work. What's the syntax here? I'll put it in Discord. Why would you want the pair in initialization? I don't know. Learn how to use it. Put it in Discord. Wait, no, you didn't. Why use STD pair? It's not a very nice type to use. I don't know. Why not? Okay. Get rid of that. All right. Fuck the pair thing. I think what we're going to do is just not get lazy with it. I think we're just going to initialize, and it's going to return the renderer. What if I just call the game loop function inside of initialization? Wouldn't that be easier? So now I can just do like, oh, that is smarter, isn't it? So now we can call void. Oh, this is how you do it, isn't it? Okay, never mind. Never mind. Fuck the pair thing. So now we just call game loop in here, and the parameters it takes is render engine, and then it'll also take screen resolution. And the game loop is gonna call the address of this, sorry. Then we're not gonna return anything. Then we have our game loop. Game loop is gonna return this and the address of a make screen size pointer. Ooh. Yeah, we'll call it the same thing. I think that's fine. I don't know. Is it good practice to call it the same thing twice? I actually don't know. Screen resolution. This should have lowercase s, but whatever. Gary, just rename them all. Nah, we're good. Okay. I don't think I need to rename these up here. So does this run? Okay, this is a void, so it's fine. Go. Yes, it runs. Okay, sweet. No, don't put game loop in there. It makes no sense semantically. Initialization should only initialize things, not call a game loop. But if our game loop requires stuff like the render engine and the screen resolution, right? In order to make rectangles and shit, we have to use some sort of reference to something. Like, is it not important to pass that shit along? And if not, like, I get, like, this looks really pretty, but wouldn't I rather do this? This looks so clean, though. So you're saying, well, here's the thing. If we need to pass, like, multiple pieces of information from the initialization to the game loop, am I fucking up? Like, should I not have the render engine in the initialization? Like, this is initialization. We did this before. I feel like we had the exact same conversation. Think different. What you do to make a breakfast. Each step can be a function. Game loop, exit. So what, you can like delete pointers and shit. Like, I get that. But what I don't understand is that if I need this and I need this, I understand, chat. Okay, we had this problem before, by the way. I get it, okay? You have like the renderer shit in the main function, and then you pass it by reference into initialization, and then it defines it. I understand that. But isn't there a better way to do it than shoving a bunch of variables in main? Like, I feel like this is what a main should be, which is like the recipe to make like the project of the game or something. Like, surely we can get away with not putting like initializing variables and shit in here, you know? Like, I feel like even if this is the case though, it's gonna be a problem, right? Gary scanned me even more. Stop redeeming B! Okay, you guys get a dum-dum. All right, it's just B is so... Sorry, it takes a second to load. There we go. Chat, what are you doing down there? You guys should be on the top left. Oh, guys, you're covering the code. There you go. Let me show it to you. What you want to see? Yeah, if you want to link it in Discord, we can look at it. I don't mind like at this point, chat, like if it's something like that, you might as well just like link a picture or something and then we can talk it over. Could you return those values from the initialization method? The problem is, well, function. The problem is that I can return one or the other, but I don't want to use standard pair, you know? That feels weird. Local variables are not bad. Well, in the main loop, I feel like it should be. Create a struct then? We did. We have this struct. And then the struct is defined here. But surely, like, I know this is probably the better way to do it, and then we pass this here to initialization and the game loop. But is there really not a better way to do that? Like, surely there's a better way to pass that information along, you know? Make another? Gary's just like, do it. It's good to pass it that way. Oh, wait, can you do that? Can I have like 2D structs? Hold on. Struct info pass? And then SDL renderer pointer render pass. Wait, can I do this? Make screen size pointer resolution pass. And then this returns info pass? Is that possible? Hold on. You can nest everything as long as it's been defined. Oh, you don't need a pointer, just make it in it? No, I want these to be pointers, right? Oh no, I guess we want the address of info pass, not the address of these. Okay, that's fine. The reason why is, oh, never mind, that does have to be a pointer. The reason why is because, well, one, this has to be a pointer. Two, we're passing by reference, right? So initialization is going to return in info pass. And then so it'll return info pass here. And then we create info pass engine resolution, and this information will be what is it first? Render first, resolution second. So render engine comma screen resolution semicolon return. Oh, nope, that, okay, never mind. Return engine resolution. So I can do that? Huh. Cool. Guess everything works. Oh, game loop is giving issues. Game loop does not take 0 argument. Oh. Oh, God. That's not how math works. I redeemed it twice and got nothing. Pass by reference by pointer is different. Just return it. So return parameters. Make it the struct. Make it take the struct then. So, well, yeah, I know we can do that, but now I'm thinking about how we can make this even cleaner, you know? Like, this will work, obviously. Oh. Now this takes an info pass. Now the render engines haven't looped. Function does not take 2 arguments. Oh, no, it needs to take, it's a struct. So we're still taking this. We're gonna call this render engine screen resolution, and now this works. Does not. Game loop does not take 2 arguments. Yes, it does. Oh. Ugh. Can it not take a struct of a struct? Is that the issue? CH. Oh, sweet. Okay. Struct game resolution renderer. Optional? What the fuck is an optional? Initialization. If blah blah blah. Return std null opt null pointer. Return game. Renderer equals renderer. Screen size is equal to whatever. Int main. Auto game result. Initialization. Oh! Oh! So fuck this. So you're saying we need, because it's a value now, auto game info pass equals that, and then we're passing game info pass in here. That's still not gonna work. Yeah. The problem is that game loop here wait, what am I doing this for? This doesn't even go in here now. That's the issue. Hold on, I fucked up. This should be deleted. Now it works. Huh? It's not gonna even work there. Interesting. Why is this not working now? It's this, right? Oh. It needs to return it. That's why. Return info pass. There we go. Now it's gonna work. No! Return engine resolution. That's what we're returning. Still doesn't work. Good luck on your rainbow out of the cat's butt game. See you later, just shocked. Bye. Gary is tough to work with? Wow! I don't think that's true. I think I'm very easy to work with. I'm just selectively stubborn. It was the return on game loop that was wrong. So this is stupid. So are you saying I should make another game info pass? Game information pass is equal to initialization. Initialization. Then we run the game loop, but we're gonna pass game information pass. Is this still the same thing? Maybe that's dumb. That doesn't work. Is it because this needs to... Oh, because this is wrong. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm dumb. This needs to pass just info pass. That's all it cares about, right? Ah, there we go. Now it worked. Now, the problem is I don't know. I don't think this is going to work. Because how do I now unparse that information? How do I pull these out of it? Could I... So it does work now. You need one parameter in it. You use dot. It's the parameters in the definition of the game loop function. Oh. Oh, that's smart. Okay, okay, okay. So you're saying game loop needs info pass dot SDL renderer pointer and info pass dot make screen size. Now this doesn't work because info pass doesn't need the dot here. Yes, it does. This doesn't work. Unless you're saying I should actually write this out. Nope, nope. Oh God, oh Jesus. Okay, my bad, my bad. So you're saying, like, if we need info pass dot render engine, like I get that, okay? That should work, right? No, this is a lie. Wait, don't I need to name it something? Info pass, test. Now we do test dot render engine. Does not work. Okay. So I really need render pass. That does work. But if I need resolution pass, am I doing test dot resolution pass dot x dot width? Oh my God, that does work. Okay. Now I get it. Okay, we experimented. Yeah, you're doing the exact same thing I just learned. Also, fuck the pairs. Auto left right F, return left right, int first, int second, struct A first. Okay. Okay. Now, this helps. But now, can I do this without passing this? And I think I can. I think we just do initialization inside of the game loop. And then there. That still works? Yes. Okay. Sweet. Now, how do we name things better? We'll call this render engine, and we'll call this screen resolution. And we're doing this for consistency's sake, because that's what I'm going to call it here. So this is test.render engine, and this is test.screen resolution dot width or something like that, and test.screen resolution dot height, and that works. Okay. Damn. Okay, so we'll call this, instead of screen resolution, we'll call it local resolution. So that way I don't get confused. Local, and that's it. Okay. Engine and resolution. Okay. We'll call this local render engine. Local render engine. Local render engine. Okay. Sweet. Okay. That worked. Everything runs. Wow. Okay, cool. Good old Hungarian notation. Gonna have some LMS. No, I want to make classes that trigger people. I want to do a class that takes like M underscore test object underscore something like that, which is just the ultra trigger for people. I kind of want to do that because that fucks with people. It's like the text. It's like the font. It just, I like messing with people. Making it longer is fine if it allows for testability. The compiler will emit the same thing anyway. Again, what if initialization failed? Well, it looks so clean though, chat. It looks so clean. If initialization Info pass is my own object, right? It's a struct. So I guess I have a question about C++ for anyone who can answer it. If I'm testing if a struct, like a function is returning a struct, how do I test if that's negative? Is it exclamation point initialization? Is it like that kind of situation? I actually don't know. Because I don't know if like struct return can return, you get a field and then test the field. Okay, what does that mean? Any pointer can return null, meaning that can and will fail. Oh God. Check out ligatures. Those really mess with viewers. What, like bones? A field is a parameter in a struct. Oh. Oh, that's based. So, if... Okay, hold on. I can make this better. We are going to make a new struct. We're going to call it info pass test passed info. And we're going to make it equal to initialization, the function. If test passed info dot render engine is equal to null pointer, then run get error. I actually don't know. Return 1 maybe? Return 1. If test passed info dot screen resolution is equal to is it dot width? Would I test for width and height or just the one? Is equal to 0. Return 1. You don't need to test screen resolution. Why? Coder at Paradise. Gruner Coder, hello! Gruner Coder? Are you saying like greener coding? Like every programming language, you look at other programming languages and you're like, oh, the grass is greener over there. And then you fuck around with a program that doesn't use pointers or references, and then you just want to hang yourself. He's going to return a struct. He's testing fields for null. The struct is on the stack, so it should exist. It's not a pointer. Yes, it is. It is absolutely a pointer. Render engine, SDL renderer requires it to be a pointer. So yeah, this is a pointer, right? Yes, it's a pointer. Yeah, there you go. So yeah, this will successfully run. Exited with code 0. Because it's just the number. Why would you test the number? Oh, I guess we would know if there's no resolution in the game, because this is literally like get resolution. Although, ooh, SDL must have a way to automatically fill in the gaps if we do like a borderless windowed mode. I'm not gonna worry about it, but still. I don't disagree with you that this isn't optimal. Based. He wants to mess with viewers. I found ligatures to be the best way to do that. I think you're making that up. But is this a pointer? Yes, it is. Or at least it's a referenced address. It can be null. But I don't why it would mess with people. Oh, I've been here for 21 streams. I really doubt that, but fair. He's like, I've been here since the beginning. You don't know my pain. All right, so now we pass game loop and we do test passed info. I wonder, is there a better way to do this? Hold on, I can make this cleaner. If this question mark return 1 comma game loop test passed info. Is this is fine, right? Oops, I pressed the wrong button. This is clean, right? Oh no, this doesn't work. Wait, what did I do wrong? Does it need to be in parentheses? No, it doesn't work. Wait, I can't return? 1 parentheses, 2 parentheses, 3. I can't return in a, like, an if-else statement? Did I syntactically do that wrong? Out parameter, passed by reference, now he's doing this. I guess it's a tiny step up, still not doing error handling correctly. Ah! A ternary statement doesn't go in an if statement. A ternary statement being this. Okay. So what we should do is have another kind of error reporting. So I guess because we're using import std, like the module for all headers, could I do something like exit failure? Is that what it was? Just exit? Quick exit? Exit 0. Does that work? No, hates that. Why does this have an extra parentheses is a problem? What? Expected a colon. What? Does this need to be a colon? Oh. Chat, am I doing this wrong? Am I a moron? I mean, I am, but like, what's wrong here? Void is not valid. A conditional expression of type void is not valid for this struct. Oh, it's not a pointer. Oh, shit. If action else. Okay. So it's not a pointer. Okay, Coder at Paradise really knows his shit, and I don't know how much experience he has, but he's been calling this all night. I think Gary got himself into the newbie trap of inline everything so it looks pretty. Hey, it's not a trap if it looks pretty, okay? It's gotta be readable. It is a pointer, but a ternary won't really work in this scenario for this. So how would I test? Would I just make it if this is equal to 0? I think I'm just shouldn't be doing this whole statement. Like, surely there's a better way to error report, right? No, it doesn't work. It's a ternary. Okay, listen, I'm not saying I was gonna do that, but I will say, fuck me. How would I make that not a ternary expression? It is a pointer. Okay. How would I make that not a ternary? Like, how would I error report without SDL get error? If null, return -1. No, we can't do like we can't do like a ternary expression. We can't go somewhere, you know? So I think the correct answer is we just fuck all this and just say if, whoa. If this is equal to 0, return -1, else return 0. And it returns 0. Is that just how I should do that? Is that clean? Does null pointer work? Oh god, it also works. Oh shit. I think I'm gonna return 0. I think. No, but it is a null pointer if it doesn't work. I don't know. I've never had like a pointer in a struct. So I guess the struct object, even though it in of itself is a pointer or to an address, you're still referencing the entire struct, so it would be equal to 0? Is this, if this doesn't work, well, let's try it. Let's get rid of SDL init video and see if it works. Well, hold on, we'll do it better here. We'll comment the whole thing. All right, go. Okay, return 0. Okay, something went wrong. Oh god, we're not error reporting correctly. Oh Jesus, oh god, oh fuck, oh man. Okay, something's wrong, because if we don't initialize, something returns terribly. You just learned what a null pointer is? Get error does not exit. You are inside of an if statement, which you can't. You can return as a ternary, but you're inside of an if statement, which you can't. Oh, okay, that makes sense. So this is a pointer we're pointing to. So this is null pointer. So if this doesn't work, we should return -1, right? Nope, returned 0. Maybe if we... No. Yeah, it's not equal to any values. I think he wants to throw error, or should I just replace get error with exit -1? Get ready learned standard optional? Wait. What does standard optional have to do with this? So we have get error. So something's wrong with my error reporting. If this doesn't initialize with std initialize video, this whole thing should not work. Whoops, /ff, Jesus, too much League of Legends. This whole thing should return -1. Although, technically, engine is not a null pointer. So maybe that's not a good test for it. Oh, maybe that's not a good test for it at all. Don't you have to initialize video, though, in order to, like, get that shit working? Game industry is no C++ exception area. Optional is heavy for this use case. Not really. Ooh, disagreement. I remember reading that in C++, since the exceptions are on the heap, it is in theory means that new throwing std bad allocator. Okay. So here's what I'm thinking, chat. I'm thinking... How do people do that? How do they just have, like, initialization function? And then have everything else? I still like my idea, by the way, of putting the game loop shit into here, and then just passing the renderer and everything. You know what? Chat, you're making this too complicated. All right, fuck that. Fuck info pass. All right, screw everything with that. All right. We're not doing any of it. Okay, we're doing it my way. We're gonna be passing a SDL renderer pointer and a make screen size struct pointer. We're gonna copy, we're gonna paste, call the renderer, render engine, call the screen resolution, and then we're gonna be passing local render engine and screen and local resolution. All right. Why doesn't that pass? Oh, we need the address of it. There. Isn't this so much goddamn cleaner? And then we're passing a void. Oh, chat, isn't this so much better? Holy shit. Now, initialization function returns 0 if initialization function or explanation point initialization, then return -1. Oh no, it's a void. It's never gonna return anything, is it? Let him do it this way he wants to. He'll learn far better this way. Info pass. What's next? Render pipeline? Ah. He didn't learn this by himself, by the way. Most of the C++ he knew so far is coming from chat. False! I've been learning. I've been reading Learn CPP. Okay. I think we're gonna do it this way. Because fuck everything else. Okay. Sweet. Now we're gonna run this function. Now it's also void, so we're not returning anything. I guess we could have like... I mean, I almost want to like have like int initialization and then have it return -1 on error. I can't put return -1 in here, right? Return 0 if this equals 1, -1, does not equal 0, then return -1. Return 0. I think this is correct. Whoops, this should be void, sorry. I mean, it works. Is this gonna work, though? How's he gonna design without knowing the tool he's using? I think we're learning it just fine. So we're gonna have the game loop now. Before we do that, though, I think it's time we make a class. And we're gonna call this class Create Texture. This class will be everything we need to make a texture. So, string std string, not string literals, equals, oh no, std string path. Yeah, we'll just call it path. String path, and then we're gonna call the function image underscore load texture, which requires what? It's gonna be a path, right? It's an int. Oh, because it's like, it's not an enumerator, but SDL image texture image texture texture. Oh no, image texture is equal to that. Why don't you work? SDL, oh, texture. Okay. And now this needs to be a pointer, right? Yes, because it's a struct. Okay, so now we created a texture. What am I doing wrong here? Incomplete type? Just chill. What is this cursed font? It's called, environment, fonts, ink free is what it's called, bold. Okay, I see the beauty of this font now. I know, right? It's so beautiful. Okay, so what am I doing wrong here? Constant character type is incompatible with parameter type. Okay, so now it lets me do the renderer. So I need to have a SDL renderer pointer, image renderer. And then we're gonna have image renderer, comma, banana. Ooh, well, string size. Const character pointer path. Oh, I could just say address of path. Or do I just put path? I guess we're only creating this once, right? It's okay to not reference it by pointer. Or is this like an STD string view? Is it like that shit? Why doesn't this work? No suitable conversion from STD string to const character pointer? Oh. Path dot. Oh, it's that shit? Okay, thank you. Sorry, I've seen this before. So this is the path. C string. Okay. Sweet. Now I know. Thank you. Really? 3 parentheses? Hold on. 1, 2. Okay. That works. So now what else do I need? I need a rectangle, SDL, rect. And this is going to be image dimensions is equal to SDL create. No, I don't. It's an enumerator, right? Oh, no, it's a struct, but whatever. We give it parameters. It's going to be, oof. Is this where I have to put like private shit in there? Whatever, I can make it public, right? Oh, this can be empty. Yeah, we can fill that in later. Okay, no, we're good. Is there anything else I need to render a texture? Because this will be where it starts and everything, and I could fix that later. Classes are inherently private until specified. Oh! Thank you. So I think that's fine. Nothing in here needs to be private yet, right? We need a way to delete the texture when we're done with it. So delete texture. Render. Render. Oh, no, we do already have a renderer, though. We don't need, like, a render function, do we? It would mean... Chat, does that mean if I have a render function inside of my class texture... Oh, if I created a class in here for the... Or if I created a texture in here, then... I would have to pass the texture. That's stupid. Okay, I got you. So we'll call this void. Void. Is there anything else I want in a class for a texture? How does path C make any sense here? It makes sense, right? We're looking for this string. So basically the idea here is that when we're in our game loop and we want to make like, what is it? Create texture banana And this banana is going to be defined by a shit ton of things. So it's going to be like banana string, size of the rectangle, render engine, like that kind of deal, right? It's going to be like 0, 0, 400, 400. And then it's going to give like a bunch of parameters. And we basically create the entire texture. And then when we want to see it, we would go banana.render or something like that. And then that would just render copy. That's what I'm thinking in my head how this is going to work. So that's why we call for the string. You're not rude, what's up? No, you're passionate, all right? And then we call for the rectangle. Then we delete the texture. We delete the render. If I make a texture, I should have a function to delete the texture, right? Because otherwise it's just a floating piece of data. And I feel like that's inefficient. But you didn't define a constructor. Listen here, you son of a bitch. I'm about to do that right now. Create texture, parentheses, A, B, C. SDL renderer pointer A is equal to SDL renderer pointer A is equal to Gary, this looks like terrible syntax. Yeah, well, welcome to my life, asshole. Okay, we create the renderer first. Then we create the texture. Then we create, this needs to be an SDL texture pointer as well. And then the last one is an SDL rectangle C. C is equal to image dimensions. Oh no, do I have these backwards? I think I do. It should be this is equal to A. Because we're defining what's in the thing, right? This is equal to B. This is equal to C. I think I did this right. This is a constructor. Okay, I'm actually gonna watch the stream now. Oh, I'm improving. My mistake. I didn't told him to do anything. He knew about the existence of this function. He wanted a pointer to the constant character, so I wrote in chat you can do it. So chat, would a better way to do that, would I define it here? Const character pointer path. And then instead of this, we just have const character pointer. Is this stupid? No, I would just call path. Is this better? So people don't freak out about me using string instead of constant character pointer. Excuse me, getting nasally. Okay, sweet. Now we define these two functions. So if we call this, it's not going to be just this. It's going to be create texture, delete texture. Oof. How do I delete a texture? SDL free? Is that what it is? SDL delete. Delete context. What if we just put texture? SDL texture. Access, modulate, unlock, editing, lock, destroy texture. Oh, there we go. Destroy the specified texture. And we pass into it path. No, image texture. Right? No, the address of image texture. No, it's already a pointer. Wait, what? Isn't this supposed to be? Image texture that we're deleting? Which is an SDL. Oh, do I need to make it generic? Is that what's going on here? I bet it is. Okay. Ah, now we're talking. SDL texture, temp texture, deleted texture, SDL destroy texture, deleted texture. That's it. You don't need to pass anything in it. It knows it. You can just use image texture directly. But it doesn't work. If I pass this along, it has an issue because member create texture image texture is not a type name. So I don't think I can. RAII would be better. What, smart pointers? Pfft. Chat. Getting greedy. The function has an implicit reference to which contains image texture. I don't think it does. Line 11, remove the parameter. Oh, so you're saying I don't even need the parameter? Okay, that's based. So this doesn't need anything. Except that? No, I don't even do that. Wait, does this just work? No shot, right? Well, how do I tell it I want to delete the texture that's in it? Deleted texture, name it as image texture. No, Gary, image texture is a class member. Well, yeah, that's what I'm wanting to delete, right? Well, okay, the chat, this is what I want to delete here. When we create all this shit for whatever object, and I'm done with the banana for whatever reason, basically the program is shutting down. I'm trying to delete, I thought I'd have to delete the texture, but I need to delete everything then, right? Excuse me. Deleted texture, name it as image texture. This can be used to access the image texture. SDL destroy texture, this image texture, or SDL destroy texture, image texture. Oh, that just works? Oh, shit. Yo, C++. Thank you. I didn't know that would work. Wow. Okay, so just that's cool. So if it's like a class method, the parameters are already assumed. Okay, based. Sweet. So render doesn't need anything then, right? So for render, what does render want? Well, when we render an object like render copy, do I need that? I kinda do, because I don't want like render copy to have a bunch of shit. Since the delete texture is a member of the create texture class and the class does oh god. Non-static function can access all non-static member data. Oh, based. So I guess I have to also SDL destroy renderer and shit, right? So now it's gonna destroy image renderer and then SDL, oops. And then SDL destroy rect? Is that a thing? SDL destroy renderer, semaphore, texture, window surface. Okay, there is nothing for like a rectangle. Okay, plus it's just a rectangle. Who gives a shit? Wait, Gary, you sure you want to destroy the renderer? Yes? Oh, actually, oh shit, do I? Well, let's think about this. When we create the renderer, it is already a pointer, just naturally, right? We then pass that renderer into the game loop, which we're gonna create an object with, passing this reference into this. If I delete this, does that fuck with the original renderer? I think it does. Because we're passing by reference this entire time, right? We're not passing a copy of it. So I think you're correct. No, you would not destroy the renderer there. Okay, based. Okay, I was correct. Thank you. So that's just gonna destroy that whenever we call that function. Now, when we render it, what do we want here? We need basically SDL render copy, but we're gonna have it do a lot of the parameters already. So we need a renderer, which is image renderer. The address of image renderer? No. Why doesn't that work? Image renderer is undefined? Chat? Are you fucking me? We're calling a render function. Why is that undefined? Oh, I know why. Because we didn't define the class it was in. Aha! Create texture. Look, I didn't even need chat to tell me that. All right? Based. All right, now it works. Did you spell it right? Now I did. Yeah, Atham, you had it. You had it. See, we're pogging here. We're learning. So we need to call the image renderer, the texture, which is path? Yes. No, that is not the texture. Image texture is the texture. And then we need the rectangle, which is going to be null pointer most of the time. And then the second rectangle, which is this guy. Image dimensions. Yeah. Okay. Cool. That didn't work because I need an address to it. Okay, sweet. So now, let's try it. So under our game loop, we're going to create an object called banana. Do I need double curly braces in here? I don't know. I've never put like a rectangle in a thing before. Like that? No. Do I need parentheses? Yes. No. Okay, so what do you need for create texture? You need constant character, SDL renderer pointer, and an integer. That's not correct. Although I guess SDL rect is just a struct, but it should be like a 4x4. I guess I could just do like SDL rect. No, because I want that all to be defined in the object. I'm out for today. See you later, Atham. What is banana? Well, banana, as far as we're concerned, is an SDL rectangle right now. So how would I grab the image to, isn't that automatically default to those? Because I need a full rectangle, which is X, Y, width, and height, right? Do I need to ask for all 4 dimensions? Do I need to be like image dimensions dot X? Image dimensions dot Y? I think I do, don't I? Fuck. SDL rect dot X. No, that doesn't work. You're taking an SDL texture into the constructor instead of a path? Oh. You're correct. spot that. So this is actually const character pointer B. This is going to be what path is equal to. Fuck that. Fuck that. Fuck that. Okay, so now what is being defined here? Well, if I did this in the right order here. So we're going to make an object called banana. In this definition, we're going to need... Why are you... Oh, because there's no semicolon. Okay. In this banana, it needs render engine, the name of the string, and then it needs a rectangle, which is not defined yet. Can I just make a rectangle inside? I don't think I can. SDL rect image 0 0 400 400. Is that like a thing I can do? No. Huh. Is there any way to just pass that? No, it doesn't work. It just wants an int. Why does it just want an integer? You're taking SDL texture and putting it into the constructor instead of a path. We fixed that. SDL rect curly braces 0 0 400 400. Oh! Oh, we're just passing a generic rectangle into the... Okay, based. Now we do banana dot render. And then our... don't we have like a close function? Void close. Close. Although now that I think about it, no, never mind. It's fine. This is not good error reporting, but whatever. Oh, we need to render that. And then that's it. Then it returns 0. And then we're going to close by calling ooh. Can I call? Oh, I don't think I can. We're not passing banana into it, are we? Whatever. Oh, that didn't work. Oh God, exited with code -1,000,000. Okay, something's wrong here. You have to call it. Yeah, we did, didn't we? Something's wrong. Also, this should be, well, it doesn't have to be. Screen resolution, width, and height, but whatever. Let's see if he can figure it out. Oh, okay. Something to do with my class for sure. We're asking for a renderer, a name of the file, and the full rectangle. We then create a texture based on those two of those things, and then we get a rectangle. Then we call the render function. The render function renders a copy of this renderer of that texture, a null pointer because we're not like a sprite sheet where we grab a rectangle off the image, and then the address of image dimensions, which is this guy. Then we end that, we return, return 0 is fine, right? Because we're returning 0 to the main function. And then we return 0 again. So something is wrong, and I'm not realizing what. It loads the image, and then it just crashes. So it's crashing because it wants to load the image. Image texture. Gary, why are you initializing the image texture like that? Because that's just how you have to do it. Well, because I don't want to load surfaces and tax my CPU. I want to leave it to like hardware acceleration. So I want the GPU to be the only thing to render it. That's why I do image load texture. And then we create a new texture pointer, this, which is going to be equal to this value. And then we reference that when we render the image here. So what am I missing? The first error is incorrect input. I'm gonna let you know you're not handling the GPU at all yet. This is all software right now. Well, you know what I mean. Before the thing, first character is incorrect input. Banana, render engine, this rectangle, banana.render. I don't need to input anything because it'll take care of itself. Because I give the dimensions here whenever I want it rendered, right? Although I couldn't make it have like some extra arguments for like X and Y value, but no, that's fine. In the game logic, we'll give it like where it's going to be located, you know? So what is it trying to do here? I don't understand. I think this, oops, I think this is correct. I think this is probably correct. I know this is correct. Oh, we need to refresh the, okay, fuck. Okay, I get it, okay. Then we SDL, was it refresh? It was something with the renderer. It was refresh renderer, destroy, no. Get renderer, renderer copy, draw line, info, flags, accelerated. Something with like refreshing the page. It was, oh God. Oh, what is it? SDL, fuck, I gotta peek. I don't remember the name of the function. SDL, render copy. Render present, fuck. Okay. SDL, render present. Who just followed? Big Rag? Big Rog? Yo, Rog the Pog, hello. Nah, it's Big Rag. Lame. Hi, Big Rag, hello. Render present, and we put in the render engine as a parameter. Ah, now it'll go. Oh, wait, no, I don't have an event loop. Oh, shit. Hold on. SDL, event, E, if, E is greater than 0. Oh, God, I needed to make an event loop before I render shit, don't I? Gary, what is the error? It's negative 1 million. Hold on. It is exited with code -10737411819, which tells me I'm a moron. I believe default initialization is first and then member value and then what is in the braces. I would avoid using default member initialize, so I don't remember the rules there. Image load texture is smelly like a dead rat. Wait, what's smelly about it? What's wrong with it? Is that weird to call a function like that? Path is potentially undefined? Why would it be undefined? It's a const character pointer. Where's path from? Here. So we call B. B makes, so path is equal to B, and then we use path in the image load texture function. Image load texture is called before you set the path. What? No shot. Oh, no, still have issues. Okay. Why don't you just construct the texture in the constructor? I can do that? Wait, I can actually do this? Oh no, build errors everywhere. Oh. Oh god, build errors everywhere. Image texture is an undeclared identifier. Oh shit. Nah, we have to reference the texture outside of it. I guess we could do something like SDL texture pointer image texture 2. Not saying we're gonna keep this, but bear with me a second. So does that work? Oh, that worked. Oh shit. Oh! I didn't know. Okay, well you learn something every day. So if we're gonna, okay, I guess it just has to be in the constructor then. When you declare the variable in the class, then set it in the constructor. Oh, I didn't know you could do that. See, you learn something new every day. Okay, so we're gonna call this image texture. This is image texture. Make image texture. Image texture is equal to make image. How do I image texture is equal to that? I can't do that. I guess I could make it afterwards. Make image texture. Can I do that? No. Oh, because I'm a dumbass. Okay. Okay. All right, we're getting somewhere. I think that worked. You did know that. You did it with image renderer, path, and image dimensions. Well, I didn't know that, like, because at no point when we create the class object, in this case, create texture, when we make a create texture object, I didn't realize that the texture, we never ask for it as part of the construction. All we ask for is a renderer, the path name, in this case, banana.png, and a rectangle size. I didn't know that if we're gonna make an SDL texture inside of the class that's dependent on two of these, it needs to be inside of the constructor. I just didn't know that. Image texture equals image load texture, blah, blah, blah. This is painful. Is it? Is there a simpler way to do this? Yes, there is. Could I just do this? Could I do that? Yes. Is this better? It might be. Yes, that is correct. Oh, big pugs! You have invalid input. Invalid input? Where? This is correct. Then it's gonna use all three. Then it's gonna use the SDL texture and call this function. How is this an incorrect input? That is not correct. Oh, we got a disagreeer. See, letting him struggle a bit lets him learn more. Sure, as long as it's not frustrating to watch. Are you sure the path is correct? You really don't like paths, do you? Path is equal to B. Const character pointer B. Path. Okay, if there's something wrong with this, honest to God, I don't know. So you might as well just tell me. Why wouldn't this work unless we did like std string view or something? Gary, yes, that is correct from what a previous thing you did, not the current incorrect thing you are doing. Oh, God. Are you sure banana is correct path to the image? Yes? Yes? I am absolutely sure, actually. Because we've used this function before. All I needed was just the name. Not banana.png or something. Oh, sorry, you're correct. Okay, sorry. Ha ha ha. Okay. Cute. Okay, ha, hilarious. It could be in a different folder too. Well, assuming it's in the .exe file. Okay, so banana.render, render present. So now we just need an event loop. Hold on. Let's just make one real quick. So SDL event E. SDL event is just a union. Ooh, I need to study unions. Okay, now if E is greater than, oh no, if poll event, SDL poll event E is greater than 0, run this function. Why is E undefined? Oh, does it need to be the address of E? Okay, so basically this poll event thing is like whenever there's user input, which means, oh, bool quit, duh. While, quit equals false. While explanation point quit. Then we run the if statement inside. And then this can go in here. So now we have like a way to keep up the program. Am I missing something? I'm missing an exit. If SDL, is it SDL quit? Clean up all initialized subsystems. You should call this function even if you've already shut down each initialized subsystem with SDL quit subsystem. No, I want the, if SDL event, it's like SDL event quit or something, like SDL get event state. Okay, I need to call this again. I don't remember what the function was to like keep. It's like if we e.type equals SDL quit. If the event dot type is equal to SDL quit, then quit equals true. Sweet. There we go. There's our banana. E-type. Yeah, you had it right. You can only process one event per frame. Well, that's fine. You need to check E something. We did it. We did it. There you go. There's our banana. And now it closes out of the program. When we press exit, return 0. All right. See, chat? Who needs a little refresher? That was a nice little foray. And we have a much cleaner render setup. I don't want render present to be in the render function because we're going to be calling different things. So like if we have SDL set color. Oh wait, no, hold on. I learned something new. Look at this. SDL color white parentheses 255, 255, 255. And now we have a new object called white that we can call whenever we need the color white or black or something. I thought that was pretty cool. This is just going to be 0, 0, 0. So now we're going to SDL set render color. Hold on, let's remember how to draw here. SDL set color. No. Set render draw color. That's what it was. The renderer is render engine. Black? Can I do that? No, I can't. Really? Oh, I thought I could do that. Oh, lame. Ugh, 0, 0, 0. 0. Lame. And then SDL draw line. Which takes render engine. Draw a line to include both endpoints. If you want to draw multiple connecting lines, use SDL render law lines. So both endpoints. So like screen resolution dot width divided by, oh, it auto-corrected to a pointer based divided by 2. Screen resolution dot height divided by 2. That's the middle of the screen. And then we're gonna go to screen resolution dot width divided by 4. Screen resolution dot height divided by 4. Okay, sweet. So now when we draw, there you go, we have a little line. Look at it, chat, it's so cute. See that really thin line? We just drew that. Isn't that adorable? Are there not color constants in SDL? There should be. SDL color is an object, but yeah, now we can draw shit. That's not how you write text, but we can draw shit. So basically, if we wanted to, we could have like a line that rotates when our mouse moves around it, but we've already been through that shit before, haven't we? All right, sweet. We draw a line and we won't cross it, exactly. Let's make it a little bit better here. Screen width divided by 2, and then we'll just put 0. There you go. There's a nice thick line for you. All right. So at this point, it's pure game logic, because now we have objects, and these objects can be defined any way we want to. Now the question is, can I, without changing the rectangle of banana, resize banana? Yes, and I know how I'm gonna do it. For int I, whatever, int y, int x. If I'm doing a 2D array, it's array of arrays, right? So I would want to start with the x column or the y column. It's gonna be int y, but it's really gonna be the x column that we're doing it. Int y equals 0. No, yeah, 0. Int y is equal to screen resolution dot width. Yeah, total. And then you go y plus equals screen resolution dot width divided by 5. Yes. And then we have another for loop. Int x is equal to 0. Really, it's all going to be mostly the same thing, except it's int x, and instead of width, it's height. And then we render the goddamn banana. Except before we do that, banana dot image, whoops, dot image dimensions, it's going to be equal to 0, 0. No, Y, X, screen resolution, width divided by 5, screen resolution, height divided by 5. I think this is gonna work. And then we need end loops. Oh God, oh Jesus, I need curly braces. Okay, curly brace 1, curly brace 2, end curly brace, end curly brace. Okay, now go. Doesn't work because multiple initializations. Oh, because I'm a moron, that's why. There we go. Go. Initializers unexpected. Oh, equals. Doesn't work. I see 3 problems. You might want a new class called Sprite. This works, but what you want it to do, click the banana again. No, I just want to make sure that, well, I want to, basically the idea is because we're not using render copy anymore, we're just going to have it under, you know, dot render. I want to be able to change the dimensions at any given time because we're going to be doing that a lot. I just want to make sure I understand it before we actually proceed to the game on Saturday, you know? Let him try before doing abstractions so he can see why. Let him struggle a bit. Yeah, we're not gonna do sprite class. I think what I have to do is dot X. And then this is gonna be equal to Y. I think that's what I have to do, and I have to do that for every single thing, don't I? So this is why I need a sprite class, don't I, to like handle like all of this. So banana dot image dimensions, this is totally what I have to do, huh? Dot width is equal to this, and this is banana dot image dimensions dot height is equal to that. Oh shit. Oh God. Oh Jesus. Oh Lord Almighty. It's not working. Oh, it's crashing. Oh, that was, ooh. Cute. It's outright not responding. All right. I fucked something up there. I don't know what. I wonder what I screwed up there. Just define it as SDL rect. SDL, ooh, I don't want to create that every time. SDL rect sprite temporary. Just have that. And then 0, 0, 0, 0. Well, I guess if we just have it empty, that's just the same thing, right? So you're saying sprite. Oh, I guess I can just create a rectangle every time, huh? SDL rect sprite is going to be established as YX. This seems terribly inefficient. Screen resolution, width divided by 5. Screen resolution, height divided by 5. Banana dot image dimensions is equal to sprite banana render. Is that what I have to do? Nope, and it crashed. Oh God. Okay. Since the rectangle is being defined on the stack, it's completely fine. Okay. Infinite for loops? No. X plus equals this divided by 5. And it goes up by that every time. No, that's fine. It's a 5 by 5 grid. I know this will work. Yep, those are the loops. Yeah. You have X equals instead of X less than? Oh! Chat, fuck! Why didn't you guys tell me that? Oh, no, it's fine. I don't blame you. I blame me. All right, there's our bananas. Okay, sweet. All right, cool. Holy shit. I'm so sorry. Oh my god. I made that so complicated I didn't have to. Well, there's our grid of bananas. Okay, sweet. How do I rotate images? I guess I would have a double angle? And that's okay. I don't need a constructor for that. It just needs to exist, right? And then... how would I do this? How would I make it rotate? We'd have to take... is there an SDL rotate or something? No way, right? Yeah, it's not. So it's a game logic thing. Let me think about that. We have a double. We're gonna call it angle. Banana dot angle is equal to, you know, whatever every time. Plus equals 20 degrees or something. Now, how do I render it where the angle... maybe this is going to like render or something? Why don't you just check what you did last time? Because we're learning, chat. We have to... you can't just document everything and just look back on it. You gotta remember some shit. It's like when you play piano, right? When you play piano, there's gonna be a time where the piano teacher's like, all right, let's add to your repertoire. Let's memorize a piece. You don't have to memorize a piece. You can look at sheet music for the rest of your life. But it's important to have a repertoire. And I feel like at this stage of programming, I should start building some repertoire of like base knowledge and shit, right? I think so. Corner of Paradise, I told you, he just said no. Based, all right? So when we render this, I think it should take into account the angle, right? So SDL, render, get viewport, create render, SDL, render, draw, render, accelerated, VSync. I don't need VSync. I don't know if this is like a C++, like a programming logic thing, or if this is like an SDL feature. Basically, when we render the image, I want to take into account this angle when it gets rendered, and then we rotate the image based on where it's looking. Yes, this is an SDL feature because we did it. SDL angle? Fuck, we did this exact thing, chat. We did it, and I can't remember it. Hold on. All right, where was it? Key states, true type fonts, rotation and flipping. All right, what was it? What was it? Render quad, render copy EX. Ah, there we go. So now this is going to take a lot more information. We need a renderer, a texture, a const. Now we need an angle and a point. If we don't have a point, it's the center of the image. And then, okay. Flip an SDL renderer flip value, which should be performed on the texture. Okay, so we're gonna try null, see if that works. But we'll put in angle. Yeah, it doesn't work. So this is null pointer, which is the center of the image. I guess we could have like, SDL point, point of rotation, if I ever need it. And then in SDL renderer flip is equal to Is it null? Flip. Flip type equals SDL flip none. Ah. SDL flip is equal to SDL flip none. Okay, sweet. So now if I ever need it, there you go. Flip. Okay. Which is no right now. All right. So now, whenever we render something, we need an angle, a null pointer, and a flip. Which is probably good I have that information, right? So angle plus equals 20. Render, which is this. Okay. Okay. Now we should have rotated bananas. Oh, God. Oh, chat, this is not what I wanted, but you know what? I'm kind of proud of this. I wanted it to be like a printed image of a rotated bananas, not infinitely rendering them. Did I fuck that up? Is it because I put it in the quit loop? I think it is. Okay. This is exactly what I thought it would do. Well, I'm glad you're better at programming than me. Okay. So that tells me that this for loop needs to go outside of the quit loop. And then render present. I guess it's fine if it renders again and again. Okay. This is also not what I expected, but we can fix this. We can make this cleaner. Hold on. I don't want to buffer images, but we'll just make something nice here. SDL, draw rectangle. Rectangle color. Okay, renderer is render engine. The rectangle is just screen. Fuck. SDL rect is background 0 0 screen resolution dot width. Oops, that's not it. Width, there we go. And then screen resolution dot height. Then that'll be our rectangle. And then we now call that background. And then SDL set draw render. Oh, fuck. Set render draw color. Render engine. 255, 255, 255, 0. Which is our alpha value. Okay. Oh, address and background. All right, go. Well, didn't work. Fuck me. Oh. No, that should still, we should still have white under it. Is it because this is 0? No. Are those 20 degrees on radians or something else? Well, no, it's a double. And the angle defaults to 0. So this render copy X, let's just read our documentation here. Angle is angle in degrees that indicates the rotation that will be applied to this rectangle, rotating it in a clockwise direction. So because this is 0, in fact, before we do any of this shit, let's just put the for loop back in here. Actually, let's just get rid of this angle completely. What does it look like? So yeah, this is what happens if our angle is 0, 0. So if we have banana dot angle is equal to 180, it should be upside down bananas. There you go. So it's a clockwise degree turn is the angle of whatever texture we're applying. And obviously that can be a variable as well. So if we have like, a character on the screen here, I'm gonna bring out paint, flashbang coming, just heads up. Flashbang. Okay, so if we have like, wow, it's giving me a headache, Jesus. Okay, if we have a character
in the center of the screen, right? And what's happening is we're going to shoot out bullets. Everybody knows that, right? It's a Touhou game. But behind it, we're also going to be shooting out bullets, quote unquote, of like some like are flying. If it was a ship, it would be the smoke kind of deal, right? And these are going to come out in blocks. Well, the idea here is if your character moves right, those little blocks are going to curve like this. So the idea here is that angle is going to change whenever our character moves. That's kind of the idea. Does that make sense? Maybe the same thing with our bullets. So as we move to the right, our bullets shoot off into the right. Kind of deal, right? And that's going to be the advantage of having that angle there. Plus, I like working in degrees significantly more than I will like working in radians, because radians are really confusing. And likewise, we could do plus equals, you know, 20. Although I kind of want to come back to the bananas here. Yeah, let's go. What'd you say? Are those 20 degrees in radians? No, they're degrees. They're not confusing. You just don't know basic trigonometry. They are confusing, okay? Try removing all the bananas and see if the background is white. The background will not be white. The background will be black. See? Unless you're saying the rectangle that we draw. Chat, what happened to this for loop? Jeez, it's so ugly. There we go. Ew. Okay. So you're saying draw the white rectangle. I guess we want to draw it again and again, right? So SDL set. Can I just draw SDL draw rectangle? Isn't that like a thing? SDL render. There's something. SDL rect. There must be a better way. Render copy, draw lines, draw rect. I guess I could just draw the rectangle. Oh, but I need to color it. Whatever. There's a way to set colors and shit. I'm too lazy to find out. An angle in degrees that indicates the rotation will be applied to the district rotating in a clockwise direction. Yep. People kept telling me to look at the documentation. I'm on it, baby. Weird because everyone else is doing it counterclockwise, like sine and cosine and all that. Excuse me. That shit's complicated, okay? Some of us didn't do trigonometry, all right, kids? Some of us did well in high school, but did not do well in college for a variety of reasons, okay? So trigonometry is a little outside my wheelhouse, but I know degrees. Where's my bananas? Give me back. Give me back my bananas. Fuck. Ooh, redo. Boom, boom. All right, let's try like 1. The image is still gonna rotate super fast, right? Yep. Okay, now we need a frame rate cap. Capping frame rate. Just set FPS. Ticks per frame, 1000 divided by screen FPS. For this demo, we're going to render our frame normally, but at the end of the frame, we're going to wait until the frame time is completed. For example here, when you want to render at 60 FPS, you have to spend 16th and... What? You have to spend 16th and 2/3 milliseconds per frame. This is why here we calculate the number of ticks per frame in milliseconds. Is that true? Oh, that is true. Because 60 FPS, yeah, if you divide it by 60, that is how you get that. Okay, based. It's literally just one number divided by another number. I don't know. To cap the FPS, we need to know how long the frame is taken to render, which is why we start the timer at the beginning of each frame. Float average FPS counted. Okay, so he's calculating the FPS here. If average FPS is greater than 2 million. Average FPS is equal to 0. Set text to be rendered. Yeah, we don't care about that. Clear screen. Oh, we do want to render clear, don't we? Oh, that is smart. Oh, geez. SDL render clear. Render engine. So that way, the longer we run our program, the more we don't fuck ourselves. So now when we draw them, oh, there we go. Okay, now this is accurate. The problem was is that we were creating unlimited bananas on top of each other to like destroy our 4090. So now we have like actual, just we're recreating the image every, wow, it's hurting my eyes. Recreating the image every time. Okay. FPS, text, texture, render, screen width. Don't care about that. Update screen, plus counted frames. Clear screen. Screen ticks per frame. Finally, here we have the code to cap the frame rate. First, we get how many ticks the frame looks to complete, 1000 divided by 60. If the number of ticks the frame took to execute is less than the ticks we needed per frame, we delay the remaining time for preventing the application from running too fast. There's a reason we'll be using VSync for these tutorials as opposed to manually capping the frame rate. When running this application, you'll notice that it runs slightly fast. Since we're using integers because floating point numbers are not precise, the ticks per frame will be 16 milliseconds as opposed to the exact 16 2/3. This solution is more of a stopgap in case you have to deal with hardware that does not support VSync. Oh, okay. Cool. So SDL delay is what we're going to be doing. Int frame ticks equals cap timer get ticks, which is all that shit. SDL delay, screen ticks per frame minus frame ticks. Okay. So SDL delay then, huh? While quit. So it goes after our quit thing, right? Or maybe I can just put it all in one big function here. SDL delay. What does SDL delay require? Wait a specified number of milliseconds before returning. This function waits a specified number of milliseconds before returning. It waits at least the specified time, but possibly longer due to operating system scheduling. MS is the number of milliseconds to delay, so 16. Is that it? I guess I'll do this after then, right? So every frame, which is every time we run this basically. So now, oh shit, we have an FPS cap. Look at that. Now you guys can actually see the banana. Well, I can see the bananas. I think it might be the same for you, but don't use magic numbers like that. Fine. 1000 divided by 60. Is that better? Can I do even lower? Can I do it by 30? Oh, shit! Now I see what you guys are seeing. No? You say no like I'm a moron. What? Now if you set the background color, you can get white bananas on a white field. Based. SDL tick 64 is so low resolution, it's nearly useless. I wonder why they don't just add another function, one with a higher resolution. We see the same, Gary? Oh. Okay, so you're saying instead of having arbitrary things, it's like I should have a function called int get FPS. Get FPS. Int get FPS. No parameters. 1000 divided, oh no, int FPS is equal to 1000 divided by target frame rate. Int target frame rate is equal to 60. How doesn't that work? Hello? Oh, because it doesn't take an int. Target frame rate. Target frame rate. Return FPS. Is this a better way to do it? So now whenever I want to change something, I can just do this and it works. So now we have 60 FPS. Yep, there we go. Well, you guys see 30, but still. Also, can I just do one banana, please? Jesus Christ. There. Oh my God. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Also, contrary to the illusion, the banana isn't shrinking. It's actually just cutting off the sides every time it goes horizontal, but it's not actually pulsing or anything. It just looks like it. What is 1,000? 1 second. Float frame time in milliseconds. 1,000 divided by 60. No need to get fancy. Oh, there you go. Well, 1,000 is just a second. So the idea here, however, well, I got a little fancy with it. The idea here is whatever our target frame rate we want, we would put like 30, and now we have 30 FPS, which you guys, it still looks like 30, but let's do like 15 FPS. So now we have 15 FPS, and it's like chunky. So that's why we do this. 1,000 is a second. You're dividing it by 15, and that's how long you wait per frame, which is for 15 frames a second, you're waiting 65 milliseconds per frame. I think that's how that math works out. So that's the idea there. I think that's how FPS works. Yeah, that's easy. Sweet. All right, cool. So we don't need all this then, huh? So we actually should call, we should just have int FPS is equal to 1,000 divided by 30, and then just have FPS like that. There we go. Math prodigy. Me? Oh no, I'm not a math prodigy, dude. You start talking about tangents and shit, inverse tangents, I go full Gary the Melt. Oh, it should be a float. I'm a moron. Sorry, not an int. We want a float here. And we want a float because there's gonna be decimal places. And so we're cutting off some FPS smoothness there by doing that. Int milliseconds per second equals 1,000. Base. No, FPS is 30. The delay is 1,000 divided by FPS. I mean, it's effectively FPS in the end. That frame time in milliseconds. Anyway, you don't have FPS. You have milliseconds per frame. I mean, that is what is FPS, but not milliseconds per frame, you know? Chad, we learned a lot today. All right. So this is the basis of what the Touhou game is going to be. At work tomorrow is, how about this? I'm going to ask you guys this, programmers all across the land. Tomorrow at work, I'm going to look up all of this on my own. How long is like collision detection? Okay, he does the breakout example. Okay, we're testing if there's collision. I would imagine, just looking through this, it's just testing if two rectangles are like on top of each other. If int width of rectangle on int xy is interacting with this other int height rectangle on int xy, then do this. Except probably without a bunch of if statements. Earlier, Gary swapped x and y. Yeah, I'm gonna swap your ass here in a second. FPS is frequency, frame time is period. Oh, did you guys know your mom likes getting done on her period? I know that. What about per pixel collision? How advanced is this? Oh God! Wait, I have to like fucking... What kind of programming am I doing? All we have to do is have each object have a set of box colliders and check collision of one collision box. Oh my God. The fuck am I Oh my God. Whoa, this tutorial's huge. Oh, they're talking about Street Fighter. They're talking about fighting games. Okay, well, I know how hitboxes work because of fighting games. And then circular collision is probably super easy, right? Oh my God. Anyway, I'm gonna look this all up on my own. It seems like it's not that bad. And then tomorrow we're gonna actually test it. And then Saturday we're gonna start making the game proper. Like I'm gonna maybe we'll have like a secret stream Saturday morning and we'll just draw shit. Have like an art stream. Ooh, maybe we'll have a secret stream, not link it in Discord. All right, maybe. All right. Sharpshoot is following. Thank you. Okay, get out of that. Okay, so let me switch desktops here. Remember, I stream every single day, 4:30 PM PDT, baby. What about tomorrow? Tomorrow at work, I'm gonna be looking up a lot of the documentation in SDL when it comes to like unit collision. Tomorrow, the stream, we're gonna be applying motion and unit collision to make sure I understand it. And if that all works, I don't see why we can't just start on the Touhou game this Saturday and actually make a real ass video game. Chat, by the way, if you guys don't know, I'm expecting this Touhou game to take like 10 streams. Like I'm expecting like a 20 to 30 hour like video game. You know, we're gonna put a little effort into it. I want this, I don't just wanna like be lazy about this, chat. I want to, when we make our game this Saturday, I want to actually put effort into it. And I know I'm like inefficient when it comes to programming. I know like there's a lot of like math stuff that I missed out on as like growing up, but I'm still gonna put as much effort as I can into this because what's the point of doing something creative if you aren't putting your all into it, you know? So that's gonna be the stream today. Okay, Gary, let's do it. Hell yeah. You didn't learn timing properly. I doubt you can skip it. SDL delay is the worst way to do frame cap. Oh, sounds like something else I'm gonna read up tomorrow. Thank you. All right, everyone. Have a good night. Have a good evening. Goodbye. Wait, chat, hold on. What are you guys doing up there? You guys are trying to dodge your responsibility. Come here. Give me a goodbye kiss. Wait, fuck. Bye.